Stop watering your plants, at least until you've watched this whole video. Today we're going to talk about watering plants in the ground, and we're also going to talk about watering plants in containers, because both need different types of watering. And today's a great day to talk about watering, because it's about 1,000 degrees in Heartland, Michigan. And when it gets hot like this, people are out in their gardens, sometimes multiple times per day, watering their plants. Don't do that. Since we're already out here, let's talk about plants straight into the ground. This also pertains to the people gardening in raised beds. So when we talk about a lot of the fun stuff we grow, like tomatoes and peppers or peas, most of us don't have these plants growing native to our regions. They're plants that are not used to growing here. One of the goals with watering is to try to make these plants acclimate to where we're making them grow. Maybe you're in a situation where you get a lot of rain, you got wet conditions. Maybe you have it where it's very dry, you don't get a lot of water. Either way, we want those plants to learn to live under those conditions. For example, in Michigan, we could have 2 months with no rain. It's happened here. Or we can get monsoon rains for weeks straight. That's also happened. Now let's say I come out here every day and consistently water my garden. These plants learn the pattern. That's all fine and dandy until those monsoon rains come. That's different than the pattern that they're used to. I'd rather have these plants get used to droughts and the regular rainfall we're going to get around here. But now, let's talk about what I think is the most important part of this video. And if you get anything out of this video, listen to this next part. The less water your plants get, the bigger the root system. The bigger the root system, bigger the plant in the long run. This is going to be important when we talk about container gardening, because with container gardening, we're actually shooting for the opposite, and we're getting there. If you water your plants every day, your plant learns that it doesn't need a big root system in order to get water. And this is how I avoid that. When I first put my transplants in the garden, maybe I'll water them for the first couple days, get the air pockets out, get those roots wet. After that, unless that plant is absolutely on the verge of death, it is not getting water. That plant's got to go find water on its own. And it's a process that's not for the faint of heart. You're going to have plants that are tiny for a long time and just seem like they're not growing at all. But when those roots do find that water down there, it'll flip like a light switch. You'll get something like this pumpkin that only got an initial watering and didn't do anything for weeks. All of a sudden just explode. And this process will happen in a matter of days, usually when it's really hot like this, when people are usually out watering. I haven't watered this garden in this 100-degree heat, and as everyone else's plants are suffering, mine have just exploded. Everything's taken off. An important step to making my process work is to have a good mulch on the soil surface. Whether it's a cover crop of radishes that you cut and plant into, or just putting any kind of organic matter you can on the soil surface to hold moisture. That's all you need to do. And if you can use the mulches or cover crops to set up your garden to only utilize actual rain coming from the sky, that is the way to go, because artificial watering, and I've mentioned this in a lot of my other videos, besides hydrating the roots, really doesn't do too much for plants. You ever notice after a big thunderstorm or rainstorm, plants explode? If you use even well water or captured rainwater, it doesn't have all that good stuff the plants want. So I want the actual rain to come down, go into the soil, and get trapped in there with the mulch. So what did we learn? The less you water, the bigger root system you get. Utilize mulching so your garden can survive on just monsoon rains or droughts if needed. Let it learn. If you get a plant that looks like it's fried to a crisp, go ahead and water it. Now let's head up to the back porch container garden. I'm pretty excited about all this stuff I got going on here. I felt with the whole large no-till permaculture garden that we were kind of neglecting the people that don't have a lot of space to grow. So this season we're doing some container gardening, and we'll be doing more videos on that. And don't be jealous of people with a lot of space to grow in the ground, because these container gardens are pretty productive and pretty easy to do. It's got different challenges than the actual in-ground garden itself. Look at these dwarf tamarillos I have here. It said it's going to take them 2 years to get fruits. But we even got some flowers on the top of both of these here. Very unique plant. I got some good news when it comes to watering. When it comes to watering your container garden, you're going to want to do it once or twice a day. If you get a big rainstorm, you won't have to do that. And that is because when you're growing in containers here, your root system is limited. So you actually don't want a large root system. So the more water you give these plants, the smaller the root system's going to be. Once that root system fills this out, it's got nowhere to go. It's got nowhere to go, it starts choking itself and they start rotting. And because of the type of soil that we use when we're growing in containers, it dries out really quick. Your tomatoes will let you know that because their leaves will look like this. This says water me. I already watered you earlier. If you're using a proper soil and you have drainage holes in your containers, you can't overwater plants in containers. Only issue comes in is if it's not the correct type of soil and it holds too much moisture. That's when the roots start rotting and suffocating. With the right soil, there's nothing to worry about, and you're going to want to water these at least once a day if there's no rain. We got to keep these roots small so they don't outgrow their containers. Let's summarize this one more time. If you're planting in the ground in your garden and you got a good mulch, you don't need to water after that first initial planting. Make those plants grow large root systems and let them learn to live in their new home. With containers, you want to water these often so the roots don't get too big, and because our planting medium dries out really fast. Hopefully this helps. Thanks for watching.